You right, because you want
You
to.
get going so sometimes.
We just gonna have to take our kids on some dates with us, because like
No,
we
no.
no
No.
leaving.
No,
I can leave. Don't have to do
no,
it.
they're not going on a
Okay.
date. That's not a date.
It is not a date.
That's a
I
family
didn't think-
outing.
Let's take it back to a time when we were so much in
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to another episode of
Love Ain't Magic.
Love ain't magic, but with work and a little laughter, it could be magical.
It can be magical. Listen, first of all, give me a high five. Yep.
Yeah.
And listen,
Uh-huh.
this love I got for you, girl, is magical.
Boy, you better
It
stop.
is. It is. I just
We're
love.
recording.
I just love marriage. I really do, and I love talking about marriage.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
talking about love, family, relationships. I eat that stuff up, and so I'm just very glad about this episode, because this episode is all about enjoyment,
Mhm.
the importance of
Enjoying each other.
absolutely
Just continuing to date.
continuing to date,
Continuing to date.
continuing to make memories,
Mhm. Uh-huh.
continuing to have fun,
Mhm.
continuing to laugh.
Right.
That's what this episode is about.
Absolutely.
So I'm definitely excited about it.
Yes.
Definitely excited about it.
Yes,
When we
yes.
get started, first, make sure you take a moment, and we would love for you to subscribe and comment and all of the normal stuff. Share it with somebody that you know that may want to hear something about this,
Mhm.
right?
About love.
Love.
Yeah.
Love. So I figured
Relationships. Yep.
a good thing would be, first of all, let's talk about why is it important? And I guess I could ask you this question.
Mhm.
So why is it important to think about dating? Think about things that you can do together
Mhm.
that makes you laugh and have fun. What happens if we don't do that?
Well, if we don't do that, it's hard to learn each other. What makes each other tick? Sometimes you find out some things about your partner that, especially when you've been together for a while, like, oh, really? It just
Right.
kind of gives you one of those, oh, really moments.
Absolutely.
And so for me, this episode is definitely for those who are in a relationship even thinking about marriage, but especially for those in a marriage. One thing I can tell you, my mom told me, is to always continue to date.
Always continue to date.
And so, you have to consciously, as you are married for a while, as you begin to
Yes.
we always say have children and their activities, work, to make a conscious effort to continue to date each other so that you don't lose that connection.
Right.
So,
And we've even talked about it amongst ourselves, like,
mhm.
let's have a date night.
Yeah.
Let's put it on there. Sometimes we were successful at it.
Right.
Sometimes we push it off a week, but we always still try to get back to it.
But we say like once a month.
We said once a month. And really, that don't even sound like what, 12 times a year?
Mhm.
So we should do more than once a month.
First, we got to get this once a month down pat. We got to set goals.
Set goals, get goals. Yeah, because you right. Because you want
You
to.
get going so sometimes.
We just gonna have to take our kids on a date with us, because like
No.
no
Uh-uh.
leaving.
No,
I
they-
can leave. Don't have to do it.
No, they're not going on a
Okay.
date. That's not a date.
It is not a date.
That's a family outing.
I meant more like
I don't want that.
let's go on a family outing.
Yeah.
That's what we always do it, but we'll have to find a way to actually. Let me stop. Slow down. Actually, we're in a better situation than we ever have
Oh,
been.
yeah,
Because our
absolutely.
children are at the age where we
Yeah,
don't
they
even
can
have
stay at
they
home
do that
and
kind of
do-
stuff.
yeah,
They fine.
yeah.
They fine. We just have to cross some other things off a list
Mhm.
and say, you know what, we have to prioritize to go out, and we do that.
We did it the other week.
Yeah.
We did.
And
we were just like, listen, don't make any plans.
Yes,
We're gonna go. Now they think they're supposed to go with us.
yes,
But I faithfully tell them not this time.
yeah, and they just want to play. If
Yeah.
you go get something to eat, bring a spoon. And another thing is, when you don't do this, eventually you get tired.
Mhm.
You can get stale. You can
Yeah.
get bored,
Just complacent in that relationship.
complacent. I think if it goes on too long, you can even start to be envious and jealous
Mhm.
of other relationships, and you can be like,
And
man,
resentful.
Like, why can't I have any of that? Or why can't we go out? And we're talking about more than just, what are you talking about? We was over my sister house yesterday. Like, no, we was just over your sister house, and you're that, and we're
Yeah.
talking about something really, really that we can all do that enjoy, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So that's why it's important. So let's talk about some things, some activities individually.
Okay.
Okay. I'll have a couple,
Okay.
and then you can come up with a couple. And maybe somebody may hear one and they might want one.
Okay.
So date night.
So talking about
You want me to start?
things just exempt. So okay, so we're saying
What it looks
this
like.
is what you need what it looks like.
I'll do the first one. This will be an example for
Okay.
you, and then you can get in, okay?
Okay.
I think a good idea
Right.
for a date night,
Mhm.
and I'll try to give an example because I have one in mind, is if it was a spontaneous date night.
Okay. Spontaneous.
Maybe if we found a way,
Okay.
whether it be, you know what, I'm just going to be at her job when she gets off, jump in my car with me. You weren't expecting it, right? The kids, if you had someone to take somewhere, they're already going to be picked up, right? The oldest child going to pick up the youngest child, right? And you
Mhm.
didn't expect it. You were just coming off work and it was going to, and all of a sudden we're going to have a surprise date evening into date night, right? Maybe it's a Friday and I'll pick you up. I'll surprise you, and that could be the event. We'll have a romantic dinner somewhere, maybe find a nice restaurant. I mean, it don't have to be over expensive. This is all about
Absolutely.
surprise.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go that route, we can surprise each other. It could be in the springtime, feeling good in the evening. We can go to the park, maybe have some picnic, something to eat, listen to. Sometimes they have some bands in the park, right?
Mhm.
So listen to a band in the park on a Friday evening. Some type of fun activity. You like to roller skate.
Yes.
I can't roller skate.
Absolutely not.
But for this, doing something that you like, it wouldn't be what like I like. Now I don't know how much fun you're gonna have with me holding that wall
Yeah,
and
I
you
don't
rolling
yeah.
around.
We don't have to
Um,
go roller skate.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But what do you think about that? A surprise
Date.
date night. Do you
I
like that?
Yeah, I think that's nice. And to be honest with you, even if it's not like say if you did like a movie day
Mm-hmm.
and so the kids aren't at home,
Okay.
but you fixed up the living room, you got like little pallets and things on the floor and
Oh
yeah, you come home and whoever is deciding to do the surprise, the other person comes home, you have everything decorated.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Where are the kids?" Don't worry about the kids. They're taken care of. Because sometimes you don't want to leave the house. And I'm saying that because we've said it. Like, if the kids were somewhere, they were like, "So what are y'all gonna do?" And we like, "We're going home."
That sounds perfect.
You know? And then you have you eat, even if it's just a piece, it doesn't matter. It's just you and your baby.
Empty house,
Empty
kids not
house.
here, football game on the
No,
TV.
not football. We're not doing football. No, no, no,
Lakers,
no.
the
And we're watching a
oh yeah,
movie.
okay,
I may
okay.
even make it an army movie.
No, you got it off. We also we gonna enjoy ourselves.
But just
A
something
surprise.
yeah, and it doesn't have to be expensive. It
Yes,
doesn't it's just about spending that quality time and just continuously getting to know each
absolutely.
other through this journey. Right, serious. Yeah.
Before we get to them, I'm gonna let you think of one real quick, okay?
Oh boy.
This is my example I have in my mind about
Mhm.
this surprise date because I don't know if you remember. Oh, I'm horrible with like how long ago stuff was. I am, but I'm imagining it was around 6 to 7 years ago.
Okay.
And I surprised you because I know you like to dance.
Mhm.
And I found here in town a dance club and they meet every Friday. And we went, and I surprised you, and we went
You
and did
did. It was like at a community center. Yep.
tango and salsa dancing.
Mhm.
We were definitely the youngest people there.
We were. And them older people outdanced us.
Outdanced us, and it wasn't even close.
Yes.
They were very fit, very active.
But it was fun though.
That was fun.
It was.
fun.
It was fun.
You just fun.
I was.
You didn't have a clue.
I didn't.
And I remember you having so much
I
fun.
did. I
So,
really, really did.
something like
I
that.
still kind of remember it.
Kind
a
of
bit,
remember.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought it was a little more memorable than kind of remember, but
No,
yeah,
I kind of remember the dance.
I know. No, I don't remember any of it. I just remember being bad at it.
Okay.
But but that's my example. Surprise date.
Surprise
All
date
right.
night.
Got something? What do you think?
Okay. Like trying something new
Okay.
together.
Trying
Mhm.
something new
Together.
together.
Something that neither one of us had done.
Okay. Okay.
Like when we went snorkeling that first time, you had never gone
Yes,
snorkeling
I had never been
before.
snorkeling. I had always wanted
Yeah,
to. And
and
you had, I know you had this.
no, and
You
it
had,
took a lot for me to snorkel.
I know.
But once I started, it was like, oh my God.
Now you've been
Yeah,
snorkeling
now I've been
probably.
twice.
Yeah.
Um, so
Huh.
yeah, just being willing to step out of your comfort zone. And I know me and you know me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just glad you love me.
What she means by that, for those who are listening, is my wife, when it comes to certain things, like anything outside of the normal, she can tend to be a little glass half empty. I'm not gonna do that. And then
Well, it's just
eventually
not
she'll
my
like,
norm.
it's not my norm. So when
I have a country husband.
uh,
Yes.
I'm not as country as a lot of people. I am not the countryest of the cousins,
Okay.
but I do enjoy some type of outdoor activities.
Yes.
Yes.
So years ago, and we were married. And so all of his cousins were just talking about doing something new and getting out of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Be safe now. We said, but being out of your comfort zone. And one thing that they did, they went camping.
Mm-hmm.
So you went camping, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
on your grandmother Freddie's
Went
land.
out there
And in my mind, you know, he's excited and he comes and he's like, wait, hey, listen, such that we're gonna get together, we're gonna go camping. And I'm like, we like sleep outside camping?
yes, that's camping. We ain't come back at a lodge
Uh,
under the stars. That's
and so my thing was, as long as I can sleep in the Jeep, because
no.
in a tent just wasn't an option.
But where did you sleep?
I slept in the tent.
Look at you.
I
So
did.
proud of you.
It was actually really good. Now
You had
it was
fun.
it was animals everywhere. I came now. What almost got me is when I came out the tent and that cow was standing right there. And I'm just like, this kind of stuff you see on.
I wish I could have
Oh
video record facial
my
expression.
goodness.
But it's memorable.
It is memorable.
You have
and
remembered it all of this time.
and when I tell you I so enjoyed myself. We set out, caught fish,
We gotta go
grill
camping.
fish. We need to go. Yeah, I would definitely do it again.
Fishing, grilling
Uh,
fish. You know what I'm
yeah.
gonna say?
You took me out of my comfort zone. You grew me.
You went camping and snorkeling.
I went camping and snorkeling. I did.
We gotta go camping again.
Yeah.
But I want to take the girls camping.
Yeah.
I know we're talking about never doing nothing with them. Like just a minute ago, you just said don't ever do
No,
nothing.
we're talking about dating.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But trying something new, and that was just something new. And so
Absolutely.
it talks about learning a new hobby, just being willing to try.
Being willing to try.
Yeah.
Be a little adventurous.
Yeah,
right?
being a little adventurous.
Okay. I can take that. I think that's a good suggestion. Somebody out there might want to do something. They might decide. You might just inspire somebody to start hiking, girl.
Yeah,
Do some kayaking or something, right?
Them woods. It's just a lot of animals that live in them. It's just
Well, let me ask you this.
okay.
This is what I'm thinking. Here's another idea. What if so I know you're into like game nights. You don't know my wife. She loves to get like
Together. Yeah.
get together. She like to do things with game nights. She loves, especially like her nieces and nephews. She has all types of activities and games. This plans out. She can't sleep for 2 weeks because she planning it all. Okay, but
So much
having
fun.
like a huge adult game night
I think that would be
and
fun.
doing it with a group of people and trying games that people would not have normally have ever tried before. And that could be a good way to get some laughs in, a good way to just get away from all the distractions of
Yeah.
work and bills. But having the games, like I hear people have game nights with the board games, but like some people play video games. So we can get like the ladies and couples, they could play like some old school video games, like Pac-Man, all the old ones from arcade.
Okay, I can do that.
And
I can do that.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And
Mario,
Mario,
Brothers. Yeah, just
all
the
of
regular.
those.
Yeah, I can do that.
I think getting together, having some competition through some of those. Of course, you gotta have some type of board games. Of course, you gotta have spades or dominoes.
Yes.
But any kind of game nights with couples I think could be really good. It can be something you could do inside the house.
Mhm.
It could also be somewhere you can go together as a
Mhm.
couple. I'm thinking about the time we went axe throwing
Yeah, we
with
did.
with a couple, right?
Mhm.
With some couples, a couple couples.
Yep.
So going axe throwing.
And
There was a time where we went to paintball.
listen,
Paintball.
that paintball memory, yeah, it bring back some. When I say I had some bruises,
I
oh
You
my
did.
good, that's a trigger. I think that's a trigger.
So you
It
saying no
is.
to the next
And you
time?
know who you are. You shot me up close twice.
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 Paintball.
I'm mad all over again.
But did you have fun?
I did have fun. I had to get used to it though, because everybody kept saying before we went how much it hurts. I don't want to hurt.
Did it hurt? It did
It
hurt.
sh-
Yeah,
you saw
you
my
don't say that because
arm.
you're gonna have people never try.
Okay, no, listen. Try paint. It was good, and you were protected. But I'm not gonna lie to you. If you get hit, it hurt.
If it's close.
But she was close right now. If you get hit anyway, it's gonna
No,
be a
no,
little
no.
impactful.
Well,
But it was when I had
it
to get
was
used
fun.
to the noise and just the chaos of running around trying to hide, and then next
Mhm.
thing you know, somebody come up and shoot you, and it's just
Absolutely. And sometime soon we'll be going to Top Golf. We
Mhm.
talked about that. That's
Yeah.
something new that we can do with other couples.
Mhm.
We've never done it before. So I'm thinking a good idea is just to have some group activity with other couples
Mhm.
and just go out and try some games that you would not ordinarily try.
Right.
Is that a good
Right.
idea?
So doing
Right.
things together and then as groups. I think it's really good
Yes.
because you can learn, especially talking about other married couples.
Absolutely.
You can learn from them.
Some things
Even
that-
others, just even if you're not married in a relationship and you're going out with some marriage, just kind of just learning some things. A conversation can spark,
Absolutely.
and so
I
yeah.
agree. I agree. Good to spend time with other couples too.
Oh, it
Who got the
is.
same type of situations and life
Mhm.
experiences that you can build off each other. Just as the scripture says, iron sharpens iron. That we use
Right.
that a lot of time amongst ministers and stuff, like learning from each other and challenging each other to
Mhm.
grow and to learn. Couples can also do that same thing with each
Absolutely.
other, and I think that could be healthy.
I just think sometimes you get so wrapped up in everything else that you lose focus, and then sometimes you don't even remember what makes your partner tick.
That's true. Ooh, I like that. That's true.
You just
Yeah.
kind of sit looking at each other like, okay, kids are gone.
Yeah.
And so it's like, so where do we go from
Absolutely.
here? You may not, you may still like some of the same things, but it may be some things that you've grown into.
Absolutely.
And just being able to have just a conversation and sit down and enjoy each other. So you definitely want to make sure that
Right.
you continue to do things just you and your partner.
Well, that helps me say this because that's kind of why I
It
brought up us
is.
doing this podcast,
It
right?
is.
We have a daughter in college now.
Mhm.
Lord help us,
Yes.
right? One moving into high school.
Right.
And even though we have one that's moving into high school, like there are times the house gets really quiet now
Mhm.
because one's gone. The other one, she don't want to talk to you sometimes because she has her own fridge. She's got her headphones.
Yep.
She's got her cell phone. She's got her homework.
She
And
does.
so if you don't have anything to do, you'll look up at your spouse and it'll be both of y'all and y'all won't even know what each other like to do
Mhm.
or don't remember how much in love with each other you are.
Right.
Can't have that happen. And that's why our listeners are going to find some things
Right.
and they're going to
I've
put them
known
into
people
place.
once their children left, they end up getting a divorce.
Oh, no.
And I'm
I can
like,
see that, though.
no.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I can
Yeah.
see it.
Well, I'm not trying to be the Debbie Downer
Oh my God.
because this is a fun episode.
Okay, Debbie.
No. I may say this for a different episode, but sometimes there are people who they stayed together and they stayed together for their kids.
Mhm.
They didn't want to be apart while their kids were still at home. I've talked to many people multiple times about that. But then once the kids are gone, in their own minds, they really already knew it was over.
Yeah, they were already gone.
They were already gone. Yeah.
Mhm.
You got anything? You got another one? Help us with an idea?
Like cooking. I know we talked about cooking like a romantic dinner. Cooking together. And I know we cook together, but we're running in from work. You may be chopping up
That ain't what
something,
you
but
talking about.
no, that is not what I'm talking
That
about.
ain't
Trying
what
to
you
get
talking
dinner on the table
Yeah.
for everybody. And to be honest with you, you just may be looking. Some people may be like, I am not trying to cook,
Yeah.
but just finding a recipe, like if you're trying to have like a romantic night at home,
Like homemade pasta, right?
yeah,
Never made pasta. Make a nice Italian.
yes,
Try to make it fresh
the
from dough.
Alfredo and what you like in it, and
We should try that.
Homemade. Well, you make good Alfredo.
No, you like Italian food. You
I
like
do.
pasta.
Mhm.
And I would love to, like,
Like you
be
talking about fresh pasta?
trying to make a fresh
Ooh,
pasta
I can do that.
together.
That sounds good.
And then if it ain't good,
We ain't got to tell nobody.
you got to tell nobody.
Y'all won't know.
Yeah, I like that idea. Having a romantic
Yeah,
dinner.
cooking
We're not talking about romantic like crab legs. We ain't talking
Yeah.
about nothing like that. We
And I
talking
mean, you're
about
gonna have to sit. Listen, and that's a good. You're gonna have to sit. You're gonna have to talk. Crab legs are good. What are you talking about? I
That's
had
why
to
I
come
said
back
it,
to
'cause I
that.
know that.
Yeah. What do you
I
mean?
just I know
It
it's
is.
crab.
Just put it in a bag and shake it. Put it in, like,
Romantic dinner
Yeah.
together. Cook it together.
cook it together.
Because you have to talk with each other.
Mhm.
You have to spend time.
Mhm.
You learn from each
And
other.
y'all can talk about, like, then, even if it's not a surprise, because they may not feel like cooking on a surprise. But you all could talk about it. Hey, listen. Hey, I saw this little recipe. Isn't it something you like too? Da-da-da. How about we try to cook it together?
You should even go get the groceries together. That would be a good experience. Going to the grocery store
Yeah.
together. How often, like, even us, like, when was the last time we actually went to the grocery
You don't
store
even. We
together?
can go to the grocery store together. We can order it on the app and pay for it, and drive right on up and let them bring it to the car.
I can't even. That's show what we do. We just ordered on the app, but I just cannot believe
Listen,
life just got so
you
good.
trying to ruin the day. You gonna make us walk through the grocery store? I just ruined the whole thing. We
I
ain't
thought
cooking
that would have
nothing.
been romantic.
No.
Us going and doing it all together, but you just want to just go.
We
park
are.
in the
We're
car.
driving and we picking it up, and they drop it again. And we
Look,
praying that they put everything in there.
I'm still learning, baby. Help me out. Help me out. Help me out. Well, listen, I think that's a good list. I think that's
Yeah.
some ideas.
And even if you have your own ideas, and it's really about just spending that quality time together
yes,
as a couple.
right.
And that's what you really wanted to do, is just to spend quality time. Just continue to get to know each other.
So even if it's not your favorite thing to do, doing it because it'll give you a chance to spend time with that other person.
Spend time with that other person. We just had the thing at church, and they were talking about some of the spouses didn't dance,
Right, absolutely. Mhm.
And so, but some like to dance. And every now and then and I like to dance, and you like to dance really good. But me just saying, okay, I'm gonna get up. It's a slow song. So I really ain't gotta do much with no slow song. Just kind of move a little bit to the beat, because my man may just want to dance with me.
Yeah.
Lord knows I ain't trying to get up there. And I'm not gonna get up there and do the Molly. What's that called?
I have no idea. Don't get me
You don't
started.
get
Listen,
okay.
I just need a video podcast so you
The-
can try to. We can record you try to do whatever.
Anyway,
trying to.
I wouldn't try that, but
Oh, I wish they could see this dance that you're just trying to do. I just really need this to be video. It's not.
no.
Well, listen,
But
listen.
trying new things, and things that the other person likes.
No. Before you get there, because you said try some new things, even if you don't necessarily.
Are you
like
recording?
for the other person? No,
Oh.
because I actually have a surprise little list here of some bucket list items. It goes with this. We can close with this right now. Here are some things that I might have on my bucket list that you might consider doing with me. Number one.
But your wife.
Number one.
Okay.
My top one.
Mm.
I think you'll be okay with this because we talked about it before.
But
this has to do with travel.
Okay. Yeah.
I would love to do an African safari.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
You would do that.
I would. I would have to be on one of the gated, like the buses that fully
I'm talking,
covered.
like a little Jeep.
No, I'm not. I want it as long as it has like a little gate thing on there to where it can't get to you. I don't want to be sitting out in the open. So if the line decides to jump, it can grab me off of there. But
I can't promise you what type of vehicle they gonna have.
Well, you're gonna have to promise it, because other than that, I'm not doing it. I don't want to walk a safari either.
Okay. Here's the next one.
Okay.
This one, scuba diving. I would love to go scuba diving. I don't know if you would go scuba diving because you have to go through the whole training,
Right.
like a lot.
Well,
But
do you have to know how to swim?
you do know how to swim. I have seen you swim.
Listen,
I have seen you swim.
I'm not.
You have snorkeled in the ocean
With a life jacket
for about 15 minutes, half mile out from sea.
in a life jacket.
Okay. Next one. Summer road trip.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
We're both school teachers.
Yeah.
We can figure out a way to be out in the summer. Do we take the kids?
Now that one, on that one, absolutely.
Okay, because
Yeah.
today you've been not liking to take
No,
our kids nowhere.
listen.
So summer road trip, I'm thinking drive west, go through Texas, Grand Canyon,
Okay.
LA,
Yeah.
Pacific Coast Highway, come back up through the Rockies, Yosemite. I like
Yep.
camping, but not like close. I put camping far out in like Alaska.
Camping in Alaska.
Yeah. They got grizzlies and wolves.
They do. They do. That's why they have to build them houses up. Because
But
them
camping
bears
out
that come
there
up.
would be nice. That would be very fun. Campfire. We can get a group. Nobody's gonna do it. All right. And
Okay.
concerts.
Yeah.
A local show, but make sure it's out of town. Because we can always go to the local our arena
Oh, we've
here.
done that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've done that.
But that would be
That's
a
on your
good
bucket
thing.
list?
No. I was just
Oh.
talking about, and specifically, we're talking about like the once in a lifetime
Oh,
concert.
okay.
I'm not sure who that would be for you or me, the once in a lifetime show. I know we're talking about taking the girls to see The Wiz on Broadway.
Mhm.
That would be that type of stuff. Okay. And other than that, just finding, European food tour.
Ooh.
Travel. That would be nice. A European food
eat.
tour.
I like to eat.
Absolutely.
Eat.
That's it.
Eat.
You get yes. We're gonna go all the way to Europe, and you're gonna say,
Well, listen, I don't have
show
to
me
make
crab
homemade
legs,
pasta and all
chicken,
that.
and pork chops.
Let's just go all the way around. I don't have to make homemade pasta. We just gonna
go there,
Yeah,
and do a European food tour.
There we go.
I like that episode. It was about having fun. It was about
definitely
getting
so.
together and communicating and spending
Spending time. Yep.
I like that.
Remembering why you got together.
Why you
What made you fall in love with that person?
in the first
And in
place.
order to continuously remember that, just got to do things with each other.
You got to do it, and you got to
Yeah.
plan to do it.
Yeah, plan to do it.
And make a decision to put it on paper,
Yeah.
stick it out, go
Be
ahead and make some
intentional about
appointment.
it.
Be very intentional about it, because if not, we all human.
Mhm.
We got stuff going on. We have appointments to make. We got deadlines at work.
Right.
We got extra hours. We got bills we have to pay, and we got obligations of
Right.
children and family.
And you know, one thing we talked about is, and that just may be another episode,
What's that?
about also having a little time when you're going out with your friends and things like that.
That is gonna be another episode.
That's gonna be another episode.
That's gonna be another episode. You gotta have time for yourself
Yeah,
and
for
your
yourself.
girls, or
Mhm.
yourself and your boys. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with it.
Mhm.
We writing that down. We
Yep.
planning that. Okay. I think everything went well. I'm very happy with this episode. It's about dating, staying fresh in the marriage, things that's important, like spending time with each other. So I think this would be a good place to stop, but also that we can tell them what is our next 2 episodes.
All right. So if you stay tuned in, our next episode
Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
is what men want.
What men want. Yes, finally.
I let him go first.
Finally, we get to discuss what are the things that men would like to see in our relationship to help us feel like a part of it, right? Yes.
And then after that episode,
yes,
you know, we coming back, ladies, with what do women want?
What do women want? And listen, a lot. I already know the answer to this episode. A lot.
That's all right, because a relationship, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. And whatever you need as women, we are going to listen with an open mind.
Okay.
We're not gonna try. This ain't gonna be a back and forth, you know.
Oh no.
We're going to really listen and really try to understand some things we can do, because we want things to work.
We want a relationship.
We want the relationship to work. So I know the women will be listening. I know they'll take it to heart. We're gonna take it to heart as well.
Okay.
All right. So that's coming up. But as for this episode, we are done. We are complete.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of
Love Ain't Magic.
But with a little work and a little laughter, it could be magical.
It can be magical. It can. Make sure you comment. Make sure you give us a review. That's how we're going to continue to maybe reach some ears that may not usually be in our own circle. Share us with somebody. Rate us, review us, comment. If you see a poll, make sure you give us information so we can plan some good episodes for you. Thank you for spending this time with us. We out.
Yeah.